Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First down, Cleveland.
180. I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Slam. Regular.
First down, Mayfield. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Watch out. Hey, alert.
Mayfield on play action. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Alert. Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield looks to throw. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
In your face.
From the 38, Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Allen's throw is complete, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Browns' 38-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. White now to return. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Watch the run, watch the run.
He's coming. We got double up.
On 1st down, Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that 1st down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
23 yards, the final tally. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Got him in. It's Brown. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory.
Let's go.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. backfield on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but it's still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Landry now on the return. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Final play of the half, Mayfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Allen now on 1st down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 13. Check 13.
Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Right here, right here.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Right there. So don't say nothing.
Mayfield down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return, it's White. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 5 now. Allen throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To the air, Allen towards the end zone, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. His defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
Now Mayfield, flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A first down throw for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On second down now, it's Hunt.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Third down, Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, and they're going to throw without it. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run.
They got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. That one goes for 24 yards. From the red zone now, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. To throw again on second down. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Well, no, it takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to go down again. Eric Armstead, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. He was looking for Landry that time.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Alert, alert, alert.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Mayfield. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. First down, Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 28. Trying to get it to Landry there.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. This will be caught by Brown. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Now Landry. He can't get him down. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going.